Good morning. Been a while since I've been speaking with you. It's one of the first nice days of the year. We're into February now. Jeff and I are visiting the Welland Canal, the old Welland Canal. There's a shipwreck that we're going to check out, and it's probably also a good place for minerals, so we're going to see if we can locate the Lockport Dollarstone, which appears in numerous places through Ontario. And we're going to see if we can find ourselves a bit of fluorite in that area. There's got to be a bunch of dumps, excuse my voice, and it's kind of, I got a bit of a cold. So this is the floodgate that leads into the old canal, and it looks, I think the new canal is just on that side over there. And Jeff informs me that this is the location of the area of where there's supposedly an underground mine that's been partly filled in. I think he's going to show me it in a bit here.
The Welland Canal is in southern Ontario, and it allows boats to travel between Lake Erie and Lake Ontario, bypassing Niagara Falls and cutting through the escarpment. There are actually 4 canals, each consecutively newer. And today we are on the 3rd canal, which was completed in 1887.
So in the summer, all of this is filled in. You can see to a height of about there with water. You can see the water height. Some interesting little side tunnels. Tons of rock. I guess that's part of the old canal somehow. Look at that, eh? Good rock hounding potential here. There's a couple of stories of boats that have hit the locks and broken them open, and there was a case where 5 kids were inundated by a wave of water coming down the canal. 3 of them drowned. So we're keeping, as Jeff says, keep our ears open for the sound of a wave coming our direction. These vugs in the rock are kind of telling me that it's a dollarstone, and very likely our Lockport Dollarstone that they've used as a side wall. So I'm optimistic we'll find more. Nasty smell of fish down here, dead fish. And as Jeff says, there was also a graveyard down here, and they moved most of the bodies, as he said. So if we find any headstones or old bits of coffin, we're knowing where they came from. Look, more vugs. So I'm thinking this must be the old sort of gates of the lock, made out of wood. You can kind of see it from, must be one huge job to move them. You're going to car there now. He's threatening to spit on me. What kind of friend is that? Anyway, look at this, okay? Now I found a bug with a whole bunch of stuff in it. I can't see what it is because it's all encrusted with filth, but there's definitely crystals. So I'm going to probably take some home and clean them up a bit. So I'm looking at the fractured edges. It's calcite crystals, basically. So I'll just take that little piece home, and so this is, I believe it's right around Thorold. Check out the old boat, the sunken boat there. Just this vast flats of land. That looks like an interesting place to look for rocks and minerals all along there, broken rock. Yeah, look at that. So I guess this fills up, and it probably has a serious undertow because the water probably goes down there when they're emptying. There's the natural rock. We're looking at calcite. Just on a... And at the same time, there's also gypsum here. It's gypsum in the rock. So this is kind of a rock we should be looking for. Lots of vugs in it. And so this huge big boulder has been split in 2, and you can see there's a pocket with gypsum. You know, it's on both sides of the rock where it's split. But you recall from that other rock we saw, both the gypsum and the calcite are coming together in the same kind of rock. So you pretty well know where you're seeing the gypsum, you're likely to see some calcite kicking around as well. So I mean, you can see what we're looking at here. It's just on the side of the road by the old Welland Canal, you know, just going through the dumps. And so this is kind of interesting. I've pulled the gypsum out of the pocket, and what it leaves around the edges are a bunch of calcite crystals. So maybe I'll pour a bit of vinegar in here tonight and see what's beneath. Okay, that looks interesting. Okay, so see where it goes. Looks like it goes upwards. Ah, it's upwards, upwards, upwards. Nothing. Goes to a hole on the surface. Bit of a disappointment. Oh well. So this has been a Rockhound trip that has sadly not really panned out for the rocks, but certainly interesting in this, you know, industrial archaeology sort of aspect, exploring along the old Welland Canal. It does expose some interesting layers with gypsum, selenite,